Okay, this is part B of the little series I'm doing, the A, B, and C, about helping children when someone they love is dying. And I'm just giving you information right now about little children. And I have three stories. The first one was the little boy who was in junior kindergarten. This next little girl was in junior kindergarten. And then the C video is children who were ages 2, 4, and 6. And so I'm doing these videos because I want you to see how wise these children are. And when we look at them and say, oh, we're just going to kind of not talk to them about this or not explain to them what's happening, I just want you to see how smart they are. They know what's going on. And this little girl, she was in a junior kindergarten as well, and I would meet with her at school, and the place we met was like right between the secretary's office and the principal's office. They gave us a nice little room there to meet. And so we met weekly, and this little girl's mom had Huntington's disease. And so mom was young, and she had the little girl a little later in life, but she was still young. She was only 41, and so she was dying. She had Huntington's for a while, but the condition was getting worse. And so grandma had asked me to come in and work with the girl. So what we did is we did little activities for mom. We made things for mom, and she just it was normal life for her. This was normal life. Mom was in the nursing home. Grandma took her to see her mummy in the nursing home 4 times a week. She would play and talk to the nurses and sit on mom's bed, and that was normal life for her. And so as mom's condition got worse, grandma felt we needed to kind of prepare her for this. So one of the things that we did that was so cute was I used the pillows again that the volunteers had made. It was just a little pillow about this big. And on one side, she drew hearts and flowers and a picture of her and mom standing together, as little stick people standing together. And on the other side, she drew a map. And the map was from her house. She drew a picture of her house. And then the map went all along to where mommy was at the nursing home. And she would go, this is how we get to see mommy. This is where I go to see mommy. And then on the corner of the pillow, she did a little squiggle. And I said, and what's that for? And she goes, oh, that's where mommy can drool on the pillow. Once again, this was normal life for her. This is the way it was. She went at supper time with grandma to help feed mom, and sometimes mom would drool. And so she made a special place on that pillow just for mommy to do that. And so we were finishing up, and the principal came in and say, hey guys, how you doing? And he was this lovely man, tall, big man, and just the nicest fellow. And he said, what did you make there? And so she explained, this is where I go to see mom. There's the map. And what's that right there? He said. And she goes, oh, that's where mommy can drool. And the look on his face was, oh my gosh, he didn't know what to say. And he just went, oh, and I said, isn't that cool? And he goes, yeah, that's real cool. And he hurried out of the room because he just didn't know what to do with that information. But these things are important to her, and she would remember these things. And we would talk about the funeral, and when mom died, that they would go to the funeral. And when mom did die, I did go to the funeral, and some of the nurses from the nursing home came to the funeral, and they all brought her presents and dolls and things that she got to unwrap. So she was right there at the funeral, right with everybody, but she also was kind of off to the side playing with her toys, which was really kind of cool for her. But we were with her all along the way as it got worse, and then we were like, okay, mommy has died, and we're not going to get to see her anymore. And then she'd never had a death before, so she didn't understand. So we did a lot of work before the death, and there'd be a lot of work to do with her after the death. But I can remember going to see her at school. It was about 2 weeks after her mom died. And I went to school, the regular visit. And when I walked in, the teacher was really upset. And she goes, she's crying. She goes, I don't know what to do with her. So when I walked in, she kind of came and I picked her up and we walked to the principal's office where our room was. And I sat down with her, and And I said, "What's wrong?" And she just kept saying, "I want my mommy. I want my mommy." So I just held her and I rocked her and she just was crying, "I want my mommy." And then as I rocked her, she fell asleep. And she fell asleep in my arms for about a half an hour, and the principal kept walking by and going, "It's okay." And she had to sleep, and then when she woke up, she goes, "What are we gonna do today, Connie? What are we gonna make?" And I said, "Well, we're gonna make this little doll today." And she was like, "Okay," but she just needed that moment to cry, and that's okay. And and I think giving people the opportunity to say, you can cry, and it is okay to miss mommy, and if you need to cry, you can go to the office and cry, and someone will be there for you, and it's okay if you just need a moment, to get out of class. And we had talked about with her, and the principal, he is who again was so lovely, said to her, "If you ever need to come and see me in the office, you just come, okay?" She said, "Okay, I will." So it was just important, to kind of set some ground rules after that. It is okay to cry. It's only been 2 weeks since her mummy's gone, and as the time went on and she wasn't seeing her, it would get harder until she understood. So, um, once again, a little girl, wise beyond her years, but that's what she needed in her time of grief too. So this is the end of B video, and I'm going to stop it, and then we'll finish up with C.